Over the past couple weeks, JID's been dropping these loosies on SoundCloud and YouTube. The first one we got was Clutter Freestyle, the second one was JID Tre Nada, and the third one, which we got today, wasn't a freestyle. It was a full track featuring Conway the Machine titled Ballads. The track is produced by Big Germ and Christo. If this track is any indication of what we're to see on his upcoming album, whenever it is that will release, I think we're in for a pretty solid track. I mean, it sounds dope. But without further ado, let's go bar for bar and break down these lyrics. So it starts off with JID's verse. Wasn't used to taking orders if I ruled, my apologies. I've never been a follower, I'm addicted to the power. So I studied the remains of the game. I'm an archaeologist, more money, more problems. He's considering himself a ruler, a king in the rap game. Or at least someone of royalty, you could say. So he's not used to being given orders. And now that I say a ruler of some sort, or royalty of some sort, it could very well just be that he's talking about his place in Dreamville, maybe? I don't think so as much, though. Like, in Dreamville, he is one of the next ones up. He is going to be... He's already here. I mean, I was going to say he's up next, but he's already here. But yeah, like, he's not used to people telling him what to do. Like, he kind of just does his own thing, and he runs with it, you know? So he's not a follower. He's addicted to that power because that's, you know, his whole thing. That's what he's used to. That's what he does. So he studies the remains of the game. I'm an archaeologist, more money, more problems. Him studying the game is literally just hip-hop. The hip-hop game. The rap game, if you will. And him saying more money, more problems is just a direct reference to Biggie. The remains in this sense are probably just going to be like not older, but like his contemporaries, basically. Like he's studying the past, you could say, especially because he's an archaeologist, and which is, you know, something that people don't really pay attention to too much these days. That's a tough pill to swallow. If you ain't about that shit, you be talking. 3 holes in this head, bowling balled him. Who's brawling now? You calling God, but shit means so he gotta hear one of us. It is a tough pill to swallow that he is, like, his position. It's also just a tough pill to swallow if you ain't about that shit you be talking. That's straightforward. Like, if you ain't about it, like, why are you talking about it? Like, when you come to that realization, or when someone presses you on it, like, you're gonna be like, ooh, yeah, you're right, I don't know what I'm talking about. 3 holes in his head, bowling balled him. Bop, bop, bop. Pretty sure it's bullets to the brain. I mean, or bullets to the head. Not talking about literal holes in his head, because there are more than 3 holes in your head. You calling God, but shit, him saying you calling God is like talking to the dude that he just bowling balled. Like, first of all, how is he calling God if you have 3 holes in your head? You should be dead. But regardless, I mean, that's what it seems like he's going for. I can give him a chance to meet you if you want to. Cool cat back in that cone. Ooh, I got a boner. Please show me your opponent. You and your homie, he with you, that's a bonus. I can give him a chance to meet you. He's talking about God from the previous verse. If you want to. And I think that's more just him, like, backing up. Or maybe it's just like a group of people that he's been brawling with, and there's one dude that got 3 shots to the head, and he's talking to his other homie or the dude who's like there with the dude who's now dead, I guess. And he's praying to God, and he's like, hey, I can schedule a meeting if you want. I mean, it ain't that hard. Cool cat backing that cone up. Ooh, I get a boner. I mean, cat with a cone is talking about like a cat that's been fixed or has had some sort of surgery. But it's probably something else. Please show me my opponent, you and your homie, he with you, that's a bonus. This kind of goes back to the brawling line, like, yo, who's my opponent? Who am I trying to fight now? Oh, you two? Alright, let's do it. Something like that. 1-1, 2 shots, that's a bonus. Never had squad, tried keeping up with the Joneses. Try wearing off knocks. Dude's popular with the junior. Dude, I was hungry for the A. I was homeless. Never had squad. Tried keeping up with the Joneses. He didn't have a squad to kind of be with. I mean, he kind of had a squad, but like he's talking about like, yo, never had the squad. But I was still trying to keep up with the Joneses, like the people around him. Not necessarily literally just the neighbors, like keeping up with the Jones, but like he's trying to keep up with people around him. Like he wants to be at that same level. He has, he's kind of comparing himself to other people. And he tried to wear knockoffs essentially. So like, just knock off shoes, knock off clothes. And he was popular because of that. I mean, that's cool. Or well, he was popular with the younger kids who thought that those was real. The older dudes already knew, like, yo, you ain't really got it like that. Come on now. I honed in my skill, sharp sword swings along for the moment. Atonement in my tone. On the ship is only the shit I've been voyaging. Voices in my head, and then I go record it. He's honing his skill, sharpening his sword, and, his swords are sharp and ready for the moment he needed cut. Atonement in his tone. He's atoning with the way he's speaking. Because this track is low-key just kind of like hella chill. And, it's just a very laid-back, like, I can see him atoning for whatever he's saying. But, like, I mean, he ain't really atoning for no sins in this. He's just been voyaging on a ship. And he got voices in his head. Voices in his head, and he's recording it. Which is really just him, like, constantly thinking of raps. He's got more and more raps just in his head, and he's like, I gotta get this recorded. I gotta do it. I gotta just get it out there. I've been ordered by the Lord, kill the beat, leave the dead horse, ill swordsman, sportsman shit. That's horse shit, copious corpses. He's been ordered by the Lord, which is bringing it back to the top. Him not being used to taking orders, meaning, he wasn't used to taking orders, but if he is a king or has king status, really the only person to take orders from is the Lord. The Lord has told him, kill the beat, leave the dead horse. Don't beat the dead horse. Just the beat. Just kill the beat. Ill swordsman, sportsmanship. I mean, he's a swordsman with his words, and he is very sportsmanlike in the way he do things. But that's horseshit. There are copious amounts of corpses left in his path. Outsourcing for resources, you got a gun, we got assortments. They make appointments, joint roll and join forces, and we rejoice when real dudes lift their voices for the voiceless. He's outsourcing for the resources, meaning he's either reaching out from his camp and trying to find more beats to kill, or more people to collab with, or he's just talking about outsourcing in general. He's saying, hey, you got a gun? Well, shoot, look at what we got. And then we rejoice when real dudes lift their voices for the voiceless. That's awesome. I mean, yeah, you should. Because, I mean, obviously, JID is one of those people that will actually voice his opinion for the voiceless and talk for the voiceless when the time comes. But it's also very important to kind of lift people up when they are, not necessarily lift them up, but like at least acknowledge them when they are doing things kind of to benefit others. Then there's just like a bunch of noise in the track. And there's like an interlude, which essentially is just like, let the machine. And then Conway. Stash boxes for the straps in the navigator, Don-C, alligator. A lot of rappers, they just imaginative exaggerators. Box landed, take them packs, and put them on the calculator. Stash box for the straps in the navigator. He got stash boxes for the straps in the navigator, the Lincoln navigator. So in the whip, he's got stash boxes for straps. And then he's just calling out other rappers who are just imaginative and exaggerate about what they say. Like, they say they do all these things. Conway legitimately did all these things. And he may or may not continue to do these things. The box landed, the package, the shipment, whatever you want to call it. Take them packs out the box and put them on the calculator, which is the scale. Make sure they weighed right. Make sure you get your money's worth. Weigh it and stash it, bro. I'm coming back to bag it later. That bitch bad, I'ma bag her and then go stab it later. Got the pussy free, I didn't have to pay her. Got the bags, so trust me, if I come to that, I have the paper. So he's telling, so again, like Like, the calculator reference is just the scale. He's like, yo, weigh it and stash it. I'll be back later. I'll bag it up later. Because I got to go do this other thing. Because this bitch bad. But yeah, like, he's saying, she bad. I'm a bagger, meaning I'm a get her to be with me. And then I'm a stab her later, meaning, come on now. He didn't have to pay her. She ain't no escort. Or well, at least he didn't have to pay her. Got the bag, so trust me, if it come to that, I have the paper. Basically, like, if I really need to pay you, I got the money. Like, it ain't no thing. But yeah, I'm just that dude. I didn't have to get her drunk or incapacitate her. Yeah, and I'm MVP. Form like Shaq for the Lakers. Ain't no silverware in the trap. Fuck it. Grab the hanger. Ratchet sprayer. Buffalo got the highest murder rate in New York State. Is that him making reference to that time that Rick Ross said that he's going to roofie that girl? Maybe. But basically he's saying he doesn't have to do anything out of the ordinary for him to get women. He's just that fly. He's just that dude. He ain't got to play games. He ain't got to get her drunk. He ain't got to get her high. She just going to go for him no matter what. There ain't no silverware in the trap. Grab the hanger. He's talking about a fork when you got to whip it. I mean, he just has no silverware. Grab the hanger. That's a fact. Check the stats and data. I was deep in the trenches, homeless in Atlanta, sleeping on benches. Now bitches see me in this Benz and this peak they interest. He came from nothing. He was homeless and now he got the money and people giving him attention. Dog caught a body. LIFE was a sentence. He gave his life to God, seeking repentance. Yeah. His homie caught a case. And he got life. I mean, and now he gave his life to God, trying to repent for his sin. Which actually kind of touches on what JID said earlier about atoning with his tone. Or atonement in his tone. I don't think that's what he was going for, but that's cool. Anyways, this track is smooth. Like, so when I first listened to it, like, I didn't know what to expect because JID just has a wide variety of rap styles, you could say. So I wasn't sure if we were going to get jittery JID or chill JID, and we for sure got chill JID here. But he's still cold with it. Like, honestly, like, it's a smooth track. And, I mean, JID flows on it real nice. Conway was an interesting choice for this sort of beat, but to be fair, Conway has shown time and time again that he can just flow on anything. Like, it don't matter. Like, Conway's Conway. He's that dude. He gonna sound good no matter what. I don't know if this track is going to make an album or it's just a rollout of just random loosies he got. Hopefully it's the former. I mean, I would love to hear a new JID album before the end of the year, but I wouldn't put it past him to wait until next year when things get a little bit better and he can potentially tour. But anyways, that's all I got. This song was dope. I want it on Spotify so I can just listen to it regularly so I don't have to pull up SoundCloud every time I want to listen to it. But it's dope. Let me know in the comments below if I missed anything, because as you know, I can very easily misinterpret something. Or if you don't know, check out my other breakdown videos. Also, like and subscribe if you want to see more breakdown videos like this one. Thank you for watching, and please stay safe out there.